pop a little bit of shimmer right there, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna test this out. Keep in mind that I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Chariti Sinae and I am back with another video. Today is a chit chat, but I am doing a full face today. I will be doing my makeup, and I just got a little topic that I want to chat about, if y'all could see from the title of today's video. So yeah, I'm gonna save the talking for the actual video, so we just gonna get right into it. Okay, so as you can see, I've done my eyebrows and my foundation. I used all Fenty products. So yeah, as you guys can see by the title of this video, or maybe y'all don't know, but I just want to get on here and just talk about my experience with YouTube so far, just how I'm feeling as far as my own process. So some of you may not know, but coming up in April, it'll make 4 years since I have started my YouTube channel. Like, there's so much right there. Like, oh my gosh. I just kind of packed that on, honestly, but oh well. So yeah, April will make 4 years since I started my YouTube channel. And just to be like open and transparent, it's been an up and down process, because some of you who may not know, starting a YouTube channel, especially a beauty channel, it really is a big commitment, and it really does take a whole lot of passion. Like, I wouldn't suggest starting one if you're not passionate about it, because and don't get me wrong, everybody's process is different, so I can only speak from my own process. But it's about to be 4 years coming up soon, and I do have 727 subscribers right now. And did I imagine it would be like this? I did, honestly. Like, I knew starting my YouTube channel, I knew nothing was going to come overnight. Nothing was going to be easy at all. Like, I knew it would take time. I knew it would take a whole lot of patience and consistency. I knew for the main part, those would be like the main two things, and discipline. It definitely does have its pros and cons, but I'm able to keep going because I'm still motivated, and I know the more work I do, the closer I become to all of my hard work paying off. And that's how I keep going, honestly, because once I got it in my head that this was never going to be some overnight process, and if this is a part of my passion and my career, I would have to work hard at it to be on the level that I want to be on, and be what I ultimately want to become. Granted, this is not the only thing I want to do as far as my life. No. This is just one of few. But yeah, I feel like I've always had a very realistic approach about it, and I feel like I set a very realistic expectation as far as YouTube. However, that doesn't mean I didn't have my moments where I just wasn't completely frustrated and stressed out, and I was just completely over it, because I've definitely had a lot of those moments. Like, I've had my moments where I've just been so unmotivated and uninspired, and I would take like long periods of times like away from my YouTube channel. Like I would kind of just disappear for a minute and just get myself back right before I decided to record again. I feel like when it comes to YouTube, you have to do what you have to do. Like when it comes to mental breaks and taking some time away for you and your mental health, I feel like with anything, put your mental health first. I have set goals for my channel. Like, of course, you know, working on something. And I know I haven't been like the most consistent, which is why, you know, I don't complain much about anything, because, you know, you can't complain until you've absolutely given it your all. And in your process, it's really important to be honest with yourself, and that's what I've noticed. And you really just cannot complain until you've absolutely have given something like all you've got. I know I have a lot to show for, you know, the amount of time I have been here on YouTube. Like, I have all the videos to show for it. I really am proud of myself, just because I continue, excuse me, oh my gosh. I continue to keep going, and no matter what, you know, even when I find myself slowly like heading back down that dark hole and getting sucked back into that, like, I'm really good at pulling myself from out of it. I'm really good at working through it. I've gotten good at it. I wasn't always good at it, but I'm really good at just working through like the negative thoughts and feelings, and I try not to let them like consume like all of my energy. I try to ignore them as soon as I feel myself like heading in that direction. Like, the sooner you turn away, the better. Do not allow yourself to be in that place for long, because, you know, you don't want to get trapped. And it's easy, like when it comes to YouTube, it's easy to start comparing your process to other people's process, and that's something I definitely don't do. Like, if anything, I use other people's process as motivation. Like, I was telling my sister the other day, it's this girl named Daisy here on YouTube, Daisy Marquez. I hope I'm saying her last name right. A lot of you may know of her, but I was just basically using her as an example of how me and Daisy kind of started our channels around the same time, and she has like 2 million subscribers. And that's just to put things into perspective for a few of you who may not know. Like, it really is like a difference. Your process is not going to be the same as someone else's, and just because it takes someone however long doesn't mean it's going to be the same for you. And that's something I've always kept in mind. And the only thing that did was inspire me to just keep going, because it only told me that everybody has their time. And just like, you know, this person and the next person has their time, so will I. And that's just something I have to keep in mind, because it's important to stay positive when you're chasing your dreams and you're really just going after your goals, especially like in a creative route, because it really is like so unpredictable. Like, you just never know. And I've gotten the habit of setting my face before I use any more like powder products like bronzer and blush. It just really helps them glide on the face, you know. So yeah, it has been like quite a journey here on YouTube. Like, it can easily feel like you're not growing, like you're stagnant. And I've had my moments where I have felt like, okay, like I'm not moving at all, like I'm just stuck. And I've had my times where I have felt so stuck and I just didn't know what to do, like, because I'm like, you know, I just feel like I needed something to confirm, or just some type of sign that's like letting me know like I'm on the right track. And sometimes I still like need it, and I feel like everybody, you know, once in a while we all need our reassurance to let us know like we're doing the right thing, you know. And I have fell into that, and I'm just like, I just don't know, like, you know, where to go from here. Because I don't want to ever say that I thought about stopping, because I've never thought about quitting, because, you know, that's how serious I am. That's how passionate I am. So I've never thought about that. I just kind of had my moment where I just wanted, you know, I needed a break to kind of regather and figure out, you know, what to do differently. Like, did I need to take a better, you know, approach when it came to my channel? Like, stuff like that is just what I really needed to figure out. You know, when I've been on here for going on 4 years, and anybody would like get frustrated. Anybody would. And why wouldn't you? Because I've been. But that's how serious you have to be about, you know, your goals and all of your dreams and stuff. Because, you know, if you don't go after them, nobody's going to do it for you. And then before you know it, like, you done wasted all this time. And I feel like that's what also keeps me going, is just knowing, you know, there's a bunch of time that will be wasted if I don't keep going, because I don't want to have any regrets at all. You know, I really am grateful for my process when it comes to YouTube, just because I know it'll all pay off, and I know like all of the work that I have put in when it comes to YouTube, like when it does finally pay off, I know like I'm going to appreciate it that much more. To whom much is given, much is required. And that is the scripture that I have always tried to keep in mind ever since my stepmom told me. To whom much is given, much is required. Trust your process. Like, trust your process, and just knowing it's going to happen will be enough to make you keep going all on its own. Because I will never give up on my dreams, my goals, everything I set out to do. I'm going to do it because I know it's going to happen. You know, like I said, because I don't want to be unrealistic. You know, it has its challenges. It definitely has its challenges, and you will have your moments. You will hit your little creative blocks. You'll have your dry spells, but you just continue to work through it, and you just remain positive no matter what, because you're gonna get stressed. You're gonna be unmotivated. You're gonna, you know, be a little less inspired some days, and that's okay. But like I said, learn how to work through it, because once you decide to fall into that trap, you're in it. Like, once you get your head wrapped around the fact that you just not feeling it today, and it's easier to lay down or watch Netflix or go grab some food and just do some retail therapy, which always sounds nice, but you need to learn how to have the self-discipline you know, like I had mentioned, I think yesterday, to keep going. Because the reality of it is, let me get my brush. That's the reality of that. The reality of it is that, you know, I've made so many plans, I've set so many goals that I did not always, you know, accomplish. And I've made so many plans that did not happen. So don't be afraid of that either. There's that quote going around that's trending right now. It's been floating around like everywhere on Twitter and Instagram. Rejection is redirection, and that is so true. Like, maybe you plan for something to happen a certain way or to have this or whatever, and it didn't happen, but that doesn't mean it's not supposed to happen or it's just not going to happen. It just means maybe it's not supposed to happen like that, or maybe it's not time for that to happen. Not yet, but either way, take it as redirection. So if it's not that, then what, you know? So when you figure out that it's not that way, then find another way or do something else, do something different. But that doesn't mean, you know, put that to the side and just, you know, give up on it. It just means not yet. Maybe there's something that's supposed to come before that you're missing, that you don't know about yet. But you just have to learn how to trust the process. Learn how to be frustrated, you know, and be so frustrated to the point to where you just get up and do something about it. Not get up and just lay in, or not get up at all, but not just lay in your frustration, you know. Kind of messed that up, but y'all should get it. Pop a little bit of shimmer right there, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. It's a pretty color, honey. Okay, so for lips, because my memory card ended up getting full and I didn't realize the camera had turned off while I was doing lips. So I lined with Chestnut, of course, and then I took my More Creamer Please from Dose of Colors, the Desi and Katie collab, and then I took Super Nude from KKW Beauty, and then I topped that off with this ColourPop gloss, and this is from the collab with I Love Sadae. Yeah, that, you know, completes today's video, guys. I really love the look, you know, so she has to take pictures today. She's looking really like pumpkin spice. Oh my gosh. And it's December, so I should start pulling out the red looks. Or maybe hold off a minute, because I don't really like red makeup looks. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you would like to see from me on my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And be sure to turn on your post notifications so you will be notified whenever I do upload. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.